Third thing, because I just made it over the bridge and I was being inspired by this thinking. Please do not forget that your expression is unique. No one else has it. Preserve a sense of being different. Some of you already clearly know this. Preserve your sense of being different. Learn from, don't follow others. You don't have to be like everybody else. Your job's to be the full expression of who you are. Your expression is unique. And that led me to think this. I'm in Marin County, and you could never get away with quoting the person I'm going to quote anywhere but Marin County. So I said, I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to quote Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. It's Marin, and I'm the mayor of San Francisco. Seems appropriate. And he said it better than anyone can say it. Jerry Garcia said, you do not want to be the best of the best. You want to be the only one that does what you do. Think about that. That's beautiful. You don't want to be the best of the best. And you say, what is he talking about? But then he says it. You want to be the only one that does what you do. And that describes the Grateful Dead. It described Jerry Garcia. That's the point. Preserve a sense of being different. Don't be like everybody else. Learn from, don't follow others. Celebrate all those interesting differences that define this graduation ceremony and President Fink's comments about where we all come from, our backgrounds, our unique lot in life. But then reconcile this, folks, that we're all, as Dr. King said, bound together by a web of mutuality. The Bible taught him that. We're many parts, but one body. When one part suffers, we all suffer. Remember that we are all in this together, and that's my fourth point as I was coming off Highway 101 and turning in. And that is, be generous. That's what makes this university special. That's your mission, is that you're other people oriented. And then it occurred to me that the Special Olympics is where you can learn all the important values of life. And I was reminded as I was driving in, and I'm almost parked now so I can sit down, of something that a guy named Michael Pritchard once told me. There's one of you that's ever heard of Michael. He's an interesting guy, a comedian from these parts. And Michael was telling me about a story when, it's a true story, Special Olympics. And he went out there and all these folks lined up, and there was this young lady named Judy. This was the big gold medal race. It was one big lap around the track. And Judy was out there. Judy had some obvious advantages. She was a much bigger person than some of the other competitors. She just had matured a little bit more, even though she was the same age group. There were about 7 people. Judy gets out there, and Judy just takes off. And everyone's excited. They're, Judy, all right, go Judy, go Judy. And Judy's way ahead. She gets about halfway there, and she starts slowing down. And her family starts getting concerned. Judy, you got it, the gold medal, the gold medal. You won. And Judy keeps shaking her head, no. Still walking along. Folks are now starting to catch up, and everyone's getting worried, getting concerned. And Judy keeps saying no to folks who say, come on, hurry up, hurry up. She gets about 3/4 of the way around. She literally stops till every single person catches up to her. She puts her arms out and locks arms with all the other competitors, and she walks across the finish line together. Think about that. That's leadership. See, here's the point. It's not what you get in life that will make you happy. It's who you become. Think about you. She could have gotten that gold medal, but that wasn't going to make her happy. She had something much more profound she wanted to offer, and something more important in her life that she wanted to achieve. So be generous. Be other people oriented. Don't forget that your life grows in proportion to what you give, not what you get. There's never been a statue ever erected for someone who got a lot more than someone else. Those statues are erected for people that have something to give. And here's my final point. Don't ever pursue power over purpose.
That's right.
Now, that sounds like a throwaway line. One of those politicians give. But let me challenge you, because this is smart group. So they know these four people. I mentioned one of Dr. King. I'll give you some dates. Challenge you. See how really smart you are. Dr. King. Think about Dr. King. 1959. Gandhi. 1935. Wild card. Block-off Hollow. 1985. And Nelson Mandela. 88. What do those four people have in common? To the professors as well. What do those four people have in common besides being at that moment at the peak of their influence? To wit, correctly. What?
They were in jail.
They were all in jail. So here's Havel, King, Mandela, and Gandhi at the peak of their influence, and they had one thing in common: jail time. Here's the point. They had something profound that was a heck of a lot more important than what, as mayor of San Francisco.
Mike is cutting out.
And that is, they had moral authority, not formal authority. There's a major distinction between moral authority and formal authority. They had the power of purpose, not a job description. Theirs wasn't the pursuit of power in its raw sense, but a pursuit of purpose. And this is important in your life. You'll have moments when we have questions about things that you think are most important that have a title associated with them. And I want you to remember that. And you can even hear me because of this mic. That's the president turning it off, saying this was supposed to be 5 minutes. So that's what I think. You know, let me close with what I'm thinking now.